This week on Competition Ready, Mike and the guys are working right in their own backyard. This is the 11th annual AutoGeek.com Detail Fest. And this year, 6 of the country's top builders will be here, competing for the inaugural Custom Car Builder Challenge Detailers Cup. That's right, 6 cars. So Mike and the team need to buckle down and get ready to work. They've got 1 day to get 6 cars ready for the judges. And frankly, there are just not enough hours in the day. But not to worry, Mike and the team are prepared to pull off yet another detail miracle. When the world's top builders need a show-stopping finish, they call Bob McKee and his team of expert detailers to prepare their custom creations for some of the most prestigious automotive events in the industry. Join me and detail pro Mike Phillips as we team up with the country's best surface technicians to polish these incredible cars to perfection at that critical final moment before the doors open and the crowds begin to arrive. From the shop to the show, we're there to make these rides just shine. Competition ready. This has got to be the biggest project we've ever undertaken. 6 incredible cars in 1 day. All of these rides have either been through the show circuit or are making their big debut, all primed and ready to compete for the ultra-prestigious first annual Detailers Cup. At this stage, the guys are full steam ahead, and we have to keep up this intensity because the judges will be here first thing tomorrow morning, and these cars have to look beyond stellar. This is a huge job, but Bob knew Mike and the team can get it done.
Hey guys, can you gather around? I got some great information about Detail Fest number 11.
All right.
I just finalized some of the top builders in the United States to be at Detail Fest, and they're going to compete for the first annual Detailers Cup.
Detail Fest began humbly as a casual gathering of friends and enthusiasts with a passion for making their cars shine. But from the first event in 2006, Detail Fest has continued to grow exponentially, becoming the mecca for detail professionals and fans across the country.
You got vendors and food trucks and music and just about every type of car. You know, you've got hot rods, muscle cars, street rods, and some of the coolest custom cars that have been built by top builders. This may be the only type of festival like this in the world.
Anyone with an interest or appreciation for surface enhancement will be overwhelmed with the resources and expertise found at Detail Fest.
Detail Fest serves an unbelievable purpose because it's really educating the consumer and the car owner on how to maintain their vehicles. Bob puts on a phenomenal show every single year, gets bigger and bigger, and the education and the seminars that go on here at Detail Fest really educate the car owner consumer on how to maintain their car perfectly.
Not to mention, it's a car show of the highest magnitude with some of the country's top builders and shops making the trek to show their latest creations to the world. And this year, Detail Fest is stepping up its game, adding a world-class competition to its already impressive roster. The Custom Car Builder Challenge Detailers Cup not only adds prestige to the event, but gives builders across the spectrum a chance to achieve the Pinnacle of Shine Awards.
Detail Fest is huge, and it's getting bigger, and we just cannot miss the mark on this.
Each of these 6 cars are shining examples of automotive craftsmanship and artistry.
It's going to be a terrific challenge.
Andy Leach's 40 Ford took the 2013 Riddler Award, Good Guy Street Rod of the Year, and the 2013 Barrett-Jackson Cup.
Look at those wheels.
That is beautiful.
That's amazing.
This amazing 37 Chevy, built by Bobby Alloway, was 2015's best rod at the Grand National Roadster Show and a top 10 contender at the 2014 SEMA Battle the Builders competition.
If this is going to show right, that paint has to be perfect.
And it will be.
Brian Finch is a world-class racer and builder and plans to add another award to his trophy room by debuting his stunning 63 split-window Corvette.
Black paint shows everything. So even if it is in nice shape, chances are it's still going to need some work in order to compete.
I know how much you guys like Mustangs.
Though Jason and Lonnie Childress pride themselves in building for customers, not competitions, They're finally ready to break into the world of awards with their mean-looking 71 Mustang.
Well, next up is Kevin King, 1973 Trans Am.
This car is making its debut appearance at Detail Fest and is hoping to wow the judges.
The grill is recessed, so that would be interesting to get in there and get that looking nice.
Kevin's given us a challenge here.
Yeah.
Sure is.
Yeah, definitely.
This is really a special vehicle here.
Finally, Kyle Tucker's beastly 69 Charger. Coming off appearances at SEMA and the Columbus Good Guys event, it's tuned up and ready for a big win.
This is going to make Detail Fest number 11 the biggest ever, and I know you guys can do it well. It's going to be really a tremendous thing for Detail Fest.
Everybody's going to have to be on the top of their game. We got a lot of work to do. You guys, come with me.
Come on.
This is going to be one for the books. It's an incredible challenge, and Mike and the guys are ready.
Mike Phillips here. Over the years, I've used virtually every compound, polish, car wax, and paint sealant. And the most common question I get asked is, what products do I use on my own car? My go-to wax is Pinnacle Natural Brilliance. So if you want a deep, wet shine, do like I do. Use Pinnacle Natural Brilliance. For more information, visit pinnaclewax.com or AutoGeek.com.
This is the day before the official start of the 11th annual Detail Fest here at the AutoGeek.com headquarters in Stuart, Florida. We're tackling 6 cars in about 5 hours. Fortunately, we've got the right tools, we've got the right team. Now, all we need is time.
Hey, AJ, the cars are here. You want to check them out?
I would love to.
Okay. Well, this first car, this is Brian Finch's 1963 Corvette. You know, under the canopy here, they all look pretty good, but out in the sun, this is the biggest challenge as far as the exterior goes.
This Corvette isn't a big car, but getting the black paint polished to perfection is going to be a big challenge.
This next car, this is Jason and Lonnie Childress 1971 Mustang. The challenge with this one is actually the engine compartment is fairly dirty.
It's pretty clear. These guys have taken this beautiful pony out on the road. And this fully custom Coyote engine is definitely going to need a little sprucing up. But it's the matte black graphics next to the glossy blue paint that's going to present the biggest challenge.
How about this one, Mike?
This is Andy Leach's 1940 Ford, and this is actually a Riddler Award winner.
Every detail on this incredible car has been painstakingly crafted, down to the hand-formed and very intricate grille. Not to mention, the trunk panel is massive.
This next car, this is Kyle Tucker's 1969 Charger.
What really stands out is this one has a vinyl top.
This is period correct for 1969, and it's got kind of a real dull look to it. What we want to do to this is bring up a rich sheen without making it glossy or greasy or slimy. Well, this is Kevin King's 1973 Trans Am. Out in the sun on display, this thing needs some major paint correction.
And those awesome custom mag wheels could definitely use a bit more sparkle.
Last but not least, this is Bobby Alloway's 1937 Chevy 5-window coupe. And this thing is my favorite car of all.
Smooth lines.
Yeah. Now, this has an amazing paint job, but over time, even show cars, when they get wiped a lot, they get a lot of fine scratches. And the only way to get rid of them is to machine polish. And of course, the red interior, it's beautiful looking, but you know what? It just has no life to it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take and we're gonna dress everything on the interior to really just bring that beautiful red to life.
Wow, we have a lot of work to do today.
First thing we need to do is go over our plan of action. Hey, can I get everybody to gather up over here? I've already kind of divided you guys all up into teams. I'm gonna be moving around to each of the cars, following the progress.
And we have to complete all 6 cars before the sun sets.
You guys ready to go? Yeah. Let's do it. Okay.
One of the issues with working outside is airborne contaminants. All of these cars are super dusty, and before we get to the deep polish, we're gonna hit everything with a waterless wash. And once the initial wipe down is complete, it's time for Mike's patented baggie test.
What's the roof feel like? Oh my gosh, that feels like sandpaper. So far, 3 cars I've tested, all 3 need to be clayed. So now the guys are using the clay, they're getting all the contaminants off, and that's really the first step to a show car shine, because Gloss comes from a smooth surface.
All right, well, how about I clay this Pontiac right
Get
here?
to work.
Look at what this clay pulled off. It's crazy. The cars are starting to look really good. Next step, we gotta tape off everything on these cars that need to be protected.
Next up, each team will try out products on a test panel to find out which works best for the paint.
We want to use the least aggressive product to get the job done. If the least aggressive product doesn't remove the swirls and scratches to your satisfaction, you can always try out a more aggressive pad, a more aggressive product. Perfect. That is exactly what we want.
You know, at Detail Fest, you've got the who's who of how to detail a car, and it's so cool to see Mike and Bob and his whole crew here at AutoGeek perform their magic on a car, and I'm still amazed at some of the things we can learn as we watch their crew work. I'm spoiled here this weekend letting the guys do it, and looking forward to seeing it.
And representing Kevin King with his stunning 73 Trans Am is Keith Manny.
You know, Detail Fest is a really neat event. I mean, these guys take detailing to the next level. Our cars never really get crazy body-wise or anything like that, but we like to take what the factory's done and kind of enhance it a little bit. So one of the cool things about our green car is the fact that it's got a twin-turbo LS7 in it, so it makes a bunch of power. We've taken some of the really cool styling elements of a 73 Trans Am and enhance it.
One of the challenges with the wheels on this Trans Am is the face of the wheel is painted and clear-coated, and then the rim is actually unpolished aluminum. And if I put some metal polish onto an applicator pad and just come down here and rub for a few seconds, you're gonna see I'm starting pulling off oxidation. Now, to take care of the painted centers, you treat it just like car paint. And because you get brake dust down there, you wanna use a one-step cleaner wax. So it cleans a little bit, polishes a little bit, provides some wax protection, and sets off the whole car.
One of the things I'm really looking forward to is seeing how the green car looks when these guys are through working their magic on it. I expect it to be just unbelievable.
Well, we took the beautiful lines of the 63 split window, that iconic vehicle, and then we changed everything else around it. You know, all modern chassis, tube frame, modern LS power plant, 6-speed transmission, vintage air, hidden stereo. I mean, it's everything that you want in a car with the classic lines. Winning the Detailer's Cup would really put us on the map. You know, I love all the other builders, but I'm here to win, right? Just like on the track, first place is first place.
Each one of these cars is a show winner. And once we finish making these things shine, I do not envy the judges trying to narrow this group of amazing machines down to just one. We've got 33 guys working on 6 cars simultaneously. They're determined and focused. But we still have a long way to go.
We brought a 37 Chevrolet Coupe. I think you can look at this car and see that something's been changed, but you don't know what it is. Detail is one of the first things that the judges look for in competition. They're really not looking for what's right, they're looking for what's wrong, and it's all about the detail. Especially with a black car, that's probably going to be one of the hardest deals to do, because if it's not perfect, then we're in trouble.
Just like the outside of this car, the dash is painted, base coat, clear coat, and it's been sanded and buffed. So everything about it is smooth and glossy, but for that reason, you still need to put a coat of wax on it once in a while. For that, I'm gonna use the Blackfire Midnight Sun Ivory Carnauba Wax. I'm just gonna go ahead and just apply some by hand. You don't have to let this dry. So after you apply it, just softly wipe it off.
Probably 99% of the car was handmade other than tires and engine block. I started on the car in 2010, started working on it nights and weekends, and it just kind of escalated from there. That car really defined my shop, being the first car out of the shop and winning the Riddler right off the bat, so I love that car. It's everything to me.
It's been a long journey, but we are finally at the waxing stage. So Mike, what's gonna happen?
Well, at this point, what we want to do is seal the deal. We want to put the wax on, it's going to add a layer of protection, it's going to amp up the gloss, and it's going to protect the paint.
Okay.
All we're going to do is pop the wax out of the container, spread it right onto the pad, and then any which way you want to go, just machine apply the wax. You'll notice that just glides over the paint.
It does.
Yeah.
Over. It's got a nice fresh scent, too.
Okay, then all we're going to do is we're just going to wipe that off.
We don't have to let it set.
Not this wax. This is what they call a wipe-on, wipe-off wax, or a whoa-whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you put it on, wipe it off. But the next step would be to glove up and then wipe off.
Working on a 1971 Mach 1 Mustang. It's basically a pro touring build. So we've got the car sitting down lower, but we got big wheels and tires all around it. What's incredible about this car is you can take it out on a track, be competitive on a track on autocross or a road course or something like that, and still take it on the highway and drive it from coast to coast, getting like 26 miles to the gallon.
You're always worried about someone else touching your car and working on it because you just don't know what they're capable of doing. But within 3 seconds of being in there and seeing what they're doing, you just kind of throw your hands up and go, these guys know more than I do.
All right, Mike, so what are going to be my guidelines for this hood?
Well, we're using a medium cut polish.
Okay.
And of course, you're using a soft foam polishing pad. Don't get onto the tape and don't buff on the high line. So basically just run this polisher just back and forth.
Back and forth.
And this is a brand new Flex XFE7, which we're the first in the country to even have them.
All right.
You're one of the first people to ever use one.
Oh, I feel so special.
That's good. Then go ahead and wipe it off. And then look at that. It's just absolutely beautiful.
It's perfect.
Yep.
Speaking of perfect, the guys have taken this 63 Corvette to a whole new level.
So they've used the McKee's 37 fast polish, and look at that.
It is like looking into water.
And the next step is your favorite step. We're gonna hit this with the McKee's 37 Julienne wax. It's gonna look amazing. It's gonna blow the owner away.
Oh, I can't wait. Once Godfrey's done hitting the interior with the Metrovac, Bobby Alloway's 37 will be officially done.
And we're nearly finished with the 5 others. That has got to be some kind of record.
Whether you're a novice or professional, AutoGeek can cover all your car care needs.
We carry all the brands you know and trust, plus tips and techniques and how-to articles and videos on our friendly discussion forum.
AutoGeek is your car care authority. They helped us in our shop. They can help you in your garage.
For more information, visit AutoGeek.com.
This is it. We're in the home stretch, which is good because this has really taken a toll on all of us.
Hello, guys. It looks like I made it just in time.
You did.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Well, should we give her the honors?
It's all you.
All right, guys, we are officially done. Give yourselves a big round of applause because you guys were awesome. Let's get out of here and go celebrate.
How you doing?
All right.
6 cars in one day, and all before sunset, which is perfect because in the morning, Detail Fest will officially be open to the public, and the fans start showing up early.
This year we featured the Custom Car Builders Challenge. First time we had it this year. We're bringing a lot of the West Coast custom builders to the East Coast, and the East Coast car guys are just loving it. The kind of test that Mike had to get 6 teams together on 6 of these beautiful cars was the biggest challenge we've had. And I have to say, They knocked it out of the ballpark.
These guys did a phenomenal job. I mean, you got 6 amazing cars. We brought our best, and these guys brought their best, so it'd be awesome to see what happens.
It really does look good. What stood out to me is the clarity of the paint, and the interior of the car looks absolutely fantastic. They've done a wonderful job.
Typically, a car like this looks its best just as it comes out of the paint shop after that first initial buffing and all that stuff. But this car right now looks better than it ever has. And I'll tell you what, it'd be tough to be a judge in this competition. Really, though, the green one here is pretty special.
Under this tent, there's amazing cars, amazing car builders, and to have a car under here and look this great, it's a good day. There's a lot of surface on it. The guys just knocked it out of the park. They did a great job on it.
Wow. Yeah. We were at 99%. They did that last 1%, but that last 1% is 100% of what everybody sees.
That thing looks 10 feet deep. I think the car is gorgeous. You know, we spend a bunch of time at the shop, sanding, buffing. I'm constantly going around with lights, looking at the car. You know, I can't believe they made it that much better. I would hate to be a judge because all of these cars are gorgeous.
I like how they kind of kept the matte black feel on the back as well, with the spoiler and everything.
And speaking of judges, we've got 3 of the most highly respected automotive personalities in the biz, and they're currently poring over every detail on each of these amazing cars.
This car knocks it out.
Andy is a craftsman. Those wheels are just absolutely insane.
Color.
Yeah, everything.
And even though the weather's taken a little turn for the worse, the show must go on.
It's super clean. It's extremely difficult to judge the fit and finish of these cars here at Detail Fest. I've never judged a car competition like this before, but now I understand the real pickle that judges are in. For instance, how do you not give the Riddler Award winner the top prize? I'm a Mopar guy. How do you not give Kyle Tucker's '69 Charger the top prize?
This is the epitome of not missing a single detail when putting a car together. From the windows to the trim to the paint to the wheels, it's all about how it looks. And what an amazing job the builders did on all these cars. And just like you, Chris, this is a tough decision. This is a really tough decision.
But we have to make a choice. So it's going to be a difficult one, but I think we have a good team to do that.
And after spending time with each of our entrants, the judges cast their final votes for the winner of this year's Custom Car Builder Challenge Detailers Cup.
So I want to thank everybody for being here.
All very high-end builds, all just flawless in their detail. I don't want to be a judge. The competition was just too tough.
Without further ado, I will give Mike Phillips the honors of announcing the winner.
Okay, so the winner for this year's Detailers Cup is going to go to none other than Andy Leach. Congratulations.
A big thanks to the guys that cleaned the car yesterday. They shined it. It's amazing looking, you know, and I'm sure the judges noticed that. You know, it's hard to pick a winner here. We've got 6 great cars. You got Bobby Alloway and Kyle Tucker and these other guys. How do you pick a winner in this? You know, so I'm very honored that we walked away with the win here.
Congrats to Andy Leach, our official Custom Car Builder Challenge Detailers Cup winner. But all of these cars deserve a round of applause. It was a lot of work, but Mike and his team have definitely made these rides competition ready.